Hey Ken. Yeah, I forgot I could also talk. Any big events coming up for you, Ken? There's the chat. That's, yeah, 200K. Nice. Solid. 120 miles. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah, last week the 100-kilometer race condo ride. Definitely times.
What's the aim for the team this week?
I mean, the aim's going to be victory. Yeah, I mean, I've had varying degrees of success here. I won this race back in 2013, and I mean, we're coming here with a strong team, and we're here to make a statement.
Did you know that EF have never actually won it?
I did not know that EF has
6 times second.
Wow. Okay. Well, then we're going to need to change that.
Tomorrow's stage, the second stage, is going to be important. That will set the tone, and we'll know after that stage what we can do and who we can move and how we move it. I mean, TJ's obviously got great experience in this race. He knows how to win it. We want to win the race. So Sergio's a new signing for the team, and he's coming in the mid-season. He's very, very studious, very, very well organised. I asked him yesterday, if he had his license with him, which can stump a lot of riders, and he had it in his pocket and gave it me immediately. His photograph on his license, he has a suit on and a tie. So he's turning up for work.
My name is Alejandro Cid. I'm 21 years. I live in Colombia. Desde que me empecé a enamorar del ciclismo fui un aficionado, un niño con muchos sueños. Entonces, mientras otros estaban en Facebook, yo estaba descargando videos del Tour de 1990, 1997, cuando estaba Fausto Coppi, Bartali, Miguel Indurain, Marco Pantani. Me gusta mucho subir. Se me hace fácil subir también porque soy pequeño, mido 1,63 de altura y peso 55 kilos en buen estado de forma.
Channel 6, radio check. Sergio.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be pretty aggressive. Stage 2, this looks like 200k is like uphill, but if you look at the profile, you're just like all the way. Hopefully, I can open it up pretty early and open the race up and just create a bit of chaos and see what happens.
The Amgen Tour of California in its second day. Education First clearly had a plan for the day.
Back up to the breakaway, splitting up under the pressure of Education First team. Taylor Finney's effort. He had to drop off the back after doing a big turn of work on the front.
And then Lachlan Morton put in an attack.
Lachlan being chased by a pretty select group, but this is the aggression going over the king of the mountain points there on Kirkwood Summit.
TJ Van Garden put in an enormous attack.
Come on, TJ. Come on, TJ.
But it didn't crack Gianni Mosca at number 1. Van Garden thought he wasn't even the leader when he crossed the line. Thought he was going to go to the Danish man, but he was by 6 seconds.
To introduce to you, from the United States of America, your new winning leader, TJ Van Garden.
Ash green on the right in the middle, but the yellow jersey on the shoulder of TJ Van Garden.
There's no better feeling than to be at this race in front of home crowds and racing out front.
All right, what's the plan for the rest of the week?
Keep this till LA. That's the plan, plain and simple.
Hey, what's up, Robert? Oh, man. Long time no hear. Congratulations on all your whole year, man. Damn it. Getting a nice little workout in here.
And then came a major accident involving the race leader. TJ Van Garden was now in trouble.
I'm at the bus. Can you confirm Van Garderen keeps yellow?
What a day at the Tour of California. It looked like TJ had lost the jersey, but then the jury ruled in his favour and he still got it. We catch up with the race leader, but first we go behind the scenes with the support team that helped keep him in yellow. This is EF Gone Racing.
So we figured instead of waiting to turn him up early, send them over for breakfast. We treat them and go across to the little diner and buy them some breakfast. So the guys get an extra hour of sleep instead of like the rest of the peloton that's already up at 6 o'clock.
What's going to go in there?
Ice socks.
Ice socks?
Get nylons,
It is a
fill them with
women's
ice,
stocking filled with ice.
tie knots, and they put them down their back when they get hot during the race.
So today,
Because today might be a little
possibly
warm.
gonna be a scorcher.
So we're going to get the rider suitcases?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on, John.
We have the toothpaste discussion.
What, do you need some?
I bought the wrong type of toothpaste.
So, we're in the feed zone. And we're gonna get some bags ready for the guys.
X for extra.
No,
No.
X is for mix.
Oh, nearly.
S is for the scratch that is the
Lovely.
high carb.
Nice. Have you ever had a terrible feeding?
Oh, yeah. But it's never the Swanee's fault. It's the rider's job to go to the Swanee. So
Right.
if they miss the bag, it's their fault. Talking to you boys. I don't know if you saw me like nod my head on that, but TJ's wearing the leader's jersey and he wanted to make sure I didn't miss him. He's like, it's me. I'm like, I gotcha. So yesterday he got a big old brown bear plushie. So I'm hoping he's in the jersey at least 3 days because he only has 2 kids.
What's your favorite part of this kind of job that you're doing here this week?
Cleaning. I really truly like cleaning bikes, you know. It's kind of a therapy thing.
When I got into college, started riding bikes more. Wasn't very good at racing mountain bikes, but I really enjoyed bikes. And then I found out, well, I can work on them. I can't race them very well, but I can work on them pretty well.
Clean bike is a happy bike. A dirty bike is a mad mechanic. So.
Ciao.
Ciao for now.
Ciao.
Big Daddy's putting in a lot of work this week.
Big Daddy is tired. These stages are like 215 Ks long, and so somebody's got to bring the peloton to the end of the stage. And sometimes that falls on other people, sometimes that falls on a rider like myself. So I actually don't mind being up in the front because I really like being around everybody else anyways. Not from my team, but you know, the 150 other anxious bike riders.
And then came a major accident involving the race leader. TJ Van Garderen was now in trouble. Lachlan Morton came to his aid with a new bike.
The EF squad trying desperately to get back before the finish.
On the right-hand turn, TJ simply didn't make it. Was there any end to the confusion now? There was another crash at the back of the field.
Just as he caught up, TJ trying to thread his way through there before the finish line. His lead in the overall standings hanging in the balance.
Tell me. Yeah, what is it? Tell me. Still don't have confirmation.
High drama here after stage 4. First it looked like TJ had lost the jersey, and then the commissaires come over and said that the decision's been made that he can keep the jersey.
It was a crash. There was a few crashes actually. So he fell off on the big road, and then as he was coming back there was another crash, and he got caught behind that. But that was within the last 3 kilometers apparently.
I'm at the bus. Can you confirm Van Garderen keeps yellow? Confirm, yes.
Confirm. Confirm.
At the time, I was just thinking, grab a bike and get back to the bunch. Lockie was awesome teammate to give me his bike, but I wasn't quite used to his brakes being reversed. I kind of overcooked that corner, and it was like I was on skates. But then when that crash happened with 3K to go, that just impeded our chase, and I was thinking, oh man, that's kind of nail in the coffin. I'm going to lose the jersey. I rolled straight into the bus, straight past the podium, because I just thought, okay, I'm not in it anymore. They came back, told me I was in it. Came back, told me I was back out of it. Came back, told me I was in it, and I was like, okay, well now I just kind of want you guys to make up your mind. The wrist was a bit swollen, but you know, bit of tape, you know. That's how I fix everything at home, to just tape it. So.
I mean, we made no comment to the UCI, to the commissaires. No decision's been made. It's not ours to make. This time it's gone our way, without us doing anything about it, really. I think like, we came here to win the race. If everybody wants to, you know, see us lose by that, I think over the next couple of days, today, tomorrow, like, TJ comes out and smashes everyone on Baldy, then there's no question mark, is there?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held?
Me gusta también mucho llegar al sprint y mostrar un bonito sprint que a la gente le gusta también. Ver alguien tan pequeño con un sprint tan fuerte es sorprendente.
The funny thing about Sergio, like you look at him, he's got like the friendliest face, you know, like you meet him and he's just like a little teddy, you know, he's got like a cartoon face and he's just the nicest dude and just an absolute badass on the bike, so I'm excited to see what he does today.
Entonces te ha pinchado.
Faltan 100 metros.
¿A cuánto?
Ahí en el sprint.
En el sprint.
Sentía la rueda delante no muy bien.
Mala suerte, tío.
Sí, pero al menos logramos llegar ahí en una... De verdad que quedé sorprendido por el resultado, porque en el grupo iban sprinters muy fuertes todavía. Entonces yo quedar tercero, yo quedé como wow. La clave fue entrenar con Daniel Martínez, mi compañero. Todo el día me llevaba full gas. Entonces yo pensaba, uy, voy a llegar bien a Europa.
The penultimate day of the Amgen Tour of California, and undoubtedly the toughest as we get up into Mount Baldy. Everything will be about the last hour of the race.
You guys showed yourselves and everybody else how good you are and what a team we have here. These are the names. I think Ogakaka, Shackman and Bennett.
You know the moment to go, but
yeah,
you feel it. When's the game feel?
On a finish like this is a question of legs. Like you can't tell someone to speed up and go faster than they can. So there's not. Once we get to there's not much I can do. It's on these guys.
I've never had a good day on Baldy. I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. But I'm looking forward to changing that for sure.
We had a good team meeting, and the most important thing is there's going to be pink on the podium tomorrow.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stage 6 of the Amgen Tour of California between Ontario and Mount Baldy.
That looks like Shackman's gone, mate. So we need to ride. Okay? You first. You need to ride, Lawson.
The yellow jersey is in trouble. The yellow jersey is in trouble. TJ Van Garderen in trouble and slightly dropped.
Then the yellow jersey himself, TJ Van Garderen, cracked.
From the yellow jersey group.
TJ dropped. Sergio, stay with the favourites. Rigo with TJ.
But Richie Port was the man who now launched an attack on the left of the picture here. But a quick counter move by Sergio Aguito.
To chase by Tadej Pogacar in the last kilometer.
Come on, Sergio. Come on, Sergio. More. Andre. Come on.
But one last switchback before the finish line was his undoing.
Pogacar's going to win it.
Going a little bit too hot in that corner, had to scrub lots of speed on the brakes, going far too wide. Pogacar, clear line up for the finish.
Poor kid.
The stage was just brutal. The team did awesome. I don't know, I was just missing some of that final climb. I'm glad Sergio was there to fly the flag for us, but I'm really bummed out I couldn't be up there with him.
Mr. Sergio Enguita!
What's your mate?
I tell you, hey, nice work. Did he keep it?
Nah.
Oh, really? Hell, Cav! Tell you what, though, that's been harder than 6 days at the Tour de France.
Damn right.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Solid, eh?
So we call Sergio the Higuita monster because, well, it's a little bit of a play on the Gila monster, and the Gila monster in the southwestern part of the United States is a rare endangered lizard that's really, really poisonous and very dangerous.
Disappointing not to pull the win out of there with Sergio. Not disappointed with him because he's 6 days into his career. Maybe just a little bit of a rush of blood to the head. But I mean, you can't pile a load of pressure on a young guy. I think the guys that want to come out and make the most out of today, the race isn't over. They've been riding on the front, they want their just rewards.
Trazo mal la curva, iba trazando con la moto y ella en la curva se abre y para, entonces yo quedé como prevenido. Pero bueno, al final una segunda plaza también es muy bonita. Era una etapa que se tenía ya ahí, por ejemplo, en la mesa, ganada. Pero bueno, al final así es el ciclismo, ¿no? Es el ciclismo y hay que aprender y hay que saberlo vivir y de todas formas hay que ser feliz porque estamos aquí cumpliendo un sueño.
They got the record up all yesterday, fastest time. So yeah, that's really great. And it's nice to have a guy who's just a good kid too.
Hey, good morning, Steve. Catching up. Yeah, videos putting in. Also look at the Academy video coming out, so it'll be fun.
Quedé impresionado con lo que he hecho. Primero porque me metí en un sprint de velocistas. Queda uno alegre de saber que hizo el trabajo bien, de que el equipo me dio la confianza para pelear la general. Y gracias a ellos que hoy trabajaron y que siempre me apoyaron durante toda la semana.
Nice.
That's tough.
Oh.
think that's like one of the beautiful things about Kansas is that it is more relatable to a lot of people. You know, when you explain the tour to somebody, it's like, oh yeah, it's 21 days and there's like this green jersey and this yellow jersey and then this like, you know, fashionista polka dot thing and there's a white one and then like, you know, every day somebody wins, but at the end somebody wins all of the days and it's like, what? And then, you know, you explain Kansas and it's like, yeah, it's 200 miles on farm roads and you gotta bring your own snacks. They're like, whoa, that sounds nuts. This is the living room. This is kind of like a highway here for moose. So we get them coming through pretty often. The other day we had one and he ran me up the tree here. Honestly, the bar took a real hit after our roommate finished law school. So this is the Kansas Slayer. I'm gonna change the tires out before Kansas, obviously. I'm thinking these guys. Frame bag for all the snacks. Right now I got a pump in there, plug kit, CO2 or two, couple tubes, headlight, first aid kit, binoculars. Traveling light. Probably ditched the binoculars for Kansas.
When we put together the alternate calendar and we had the first conversation about coming to Kansas, I was immediately like, I don't want no skin suits, no aero bars, like no team bus. We don't want to take World Tour cycling and impose it on this race. We're pretty much just three best mates who also happen to be World Tour riders, just coming and entering this event just like anyone else would. I mean, there's guys who, this is like what they do, you know? And like, I respect that. Like, you can't think that you're better than someone who, you know, bases their whole year and life around an event like this. I guarantee I drank more beers this week than the majority of the guys who are going to be racing against.
It's Wednesday before the race, and I'm sick as a dog, which never happens to me. I never get sick, but today I can't move. I haven't left the house, and I'm really worried about this weekend.
There you go. Is that good?
I'm looking forward to not being surrounded by all of the bike racers that I normally race against. There will be a handful of them, but it's like they're my friends actually, so that'll be nice. There's a certain level of preparation that I think you need to have, and there's also a certain level of experience and expertise that you gain from doing these kinds of events that we have none of. So it's guaranteed to be a learning experience. It's a deep trip, 12 hours on the bike. So I'm aware that it's going to be something that changes my perception in kind of a radical way, which I'm excited about, but at the same time, like, you're just nervous before something like that. Yeah? Yeah? We're doing a PSA to the gravel community. Welcome to my house.
Hey. Did you hear Lachlan's tip that he heard?
No.
About the mud? Paintbrush.
You want to bring a paintbrush?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fitting, isn't it?
You just shove it like in your fork or in like your stays. Clears it all out.
I mean, I got a bunch of paintbrushes, dude. Yeah, I got a paintbrush right behind you.
You didn't even know you were prepping for Kansas this whole time. That's a mud jammer for sure.
You think you want it that wide? What about something like this? Don't you think that would be better?
See this, like, you just like...
Yo, what's up MTV? This is your boy Taylor Finney from the webcam, YouTube live streaming, subscribe. Hi, this is Taylor Finney. Welcome to my Boulder, Colorado house. This is my studio where I do some painting, where I water this plant and then also make some music. And this is one of my first paintings, this Big Daddy over here. This is my bedroom, if you want to peek inside. What's up? Welcome to the roof. There's a family of pigeons that lives just here. We have a beautiful view of the Flatirons. Nice little chill area, covered in pigeon poop. Are you nervous? Huh? A little bit? I'm nervous. Bunch of artwork on the walls. All from around 2016, so kind of outdated, but still vibey.
Boys are all driving to Kansas today. Didn't want to infect them with my disease. So now I'm flying on a plane with JV tomorrow, with him as the pilot. So it's great because my nerves of the race have sort of gone because I'm quite nervous about flying on a small plane.
And you can see into the future with the full zoom. Zoom. The eyes of Finney. Finney eyes.
Welcome to MTV Cribs van life.
Almost there. 163 miles to go.
The little man always knows when I'm packing, don't you, bud? Packing up everything.
When I started racing, I viewed like cycling as this way to become successful, this way to become like a dominant professional athlete. Like I wanted to be like a legend, you know? I wanted to just be like this unbeatable thing, this idea. So I was really obsessed with winning, and winning was the thing that carried me through all of the downs that I experienced. Was like eventually I would win something and it was like, okay, boom. Or I'd have a good result somewhere and then it would bring me back up. When I think about Kansas, I'm not thinking like I need to have to win this race. It's more about the process of how the whole thing unfolds and like what you learn within the 12 plus hour period that you're out there on the road just pushing through. And the win is dangerous. It's a dangerous thing to latch onto because it's fleeting and it's also really addictive. But I feel that there's so much more that we're all gonna learn on the way to the finish line that's gonna be so much more valuable than just that one picture of you crossing the finish line like this, totally.
Like, I don't think winning Kansas is gonna really change my status as a World Tour pro, and maybe it could even hurt it, you know, like if you get kind of put into the Kansas pigeonhole. But at the same time, like, There's a whole lot of people that follow Kansas that don't follow World Tour racing.
How's it going, Mom?
Maybe we'll all get out there and we'll realize that we're all just a bunch of road racers and like we have no business being out there, and that's fine too, you know? Like, if we prove that the Kansas is a true beast, that would be a victory as well.
Hey, good morning, Connie. Yep, for you. Up and going, I'm sure. And then
my name is Ashton Lambie, and we're here in Emporia, Kansas.
Catching up on YouTube.
Oh, I think having an event this big in the Midwest is huge. So you see it in other places where like road is kind of declining a little bit, like numbers are down, race events are down, and then you see gravel like ramping up. You know, you can have a guy just make a Facebook event on a weekend, and that's it, and like 200 people show up. So like this is the epicenter of that. I don't know, man. I think Ted's looking pretty good. He's a smart racer. I think he's on pretty good form this year. He's got the experience. Yeah, I think he's got a good shot.
So this will be my 4th DK. I had the likes of Rebecca Rush, who was a 4-time winner, and Dan Hughes, who started giving me the elbow, being like, hey, you got hey, roadie, like, come on over to this gravel thing. So that was 2016. I came in, eyes wide open. I had a blast. I had the good fortune of winning it that year. At that point, I said, I'm never coming back to this thing again. It is so hard. You cross the line so depleted that you don't want to do anymore. Somewhere around mile 140 to 180, they're going to be in this dark, dark place that they don't want to be. And then you get out of it, and then you finish, and then you have a beer, and then you're stoked again. And as soon as I cross the line, I'm like, I'm coming back.
We are in Emporia, Kansas at Granada Coffee Company. It is that grassroots movement based on that really hard work that really made the community fall in love with it. And how great is it whenever you have people come in and they say, oh, this town is so nice. Well, what happens? The town wants to be even nicer. We now base our entire year's projections on the DK weekend. So it's very powerful for us. It is the one time that everyone in the community gets to stand up and be proud of our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's so nice to meet you. Lovely to meet you too. Have fun.
Hello, friends.
This is Lachlan Morton's room. He was a little under the weather a couple days ago, so we're letting him rest.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but like a really good nervous, like because like I don't get that at races anymore. You know, like I don't feel nerves generally, but now I'm excited and nervous.
Feeling a little nervous about tomorrow. Feel good about it all. It's a big unknown, but I feel good.
We're just gonna shred and have fun. I think that honestly, I think that's it. Just enjoy the 200 miles. My job tomorrow will be to meet these guys at 2 checkpoints, mile 63.9 and then 105.5. And so in between that, I'm gonna probably sleep in this van.
Handicap.
5 o'clock comes around real quick.
I don't think I slept.
All of a sudden I was like, oh my God, this is on right now. So you start and it's a whole mass start. So there's over 2,000 people all in one bunch. It's not super hilly, it's just big wide gravel roads that are pretty smooth, like the smoothest roads of the whole day. So there's nothing to break it up. So the bunch just rips along. And then we hit the first section of like very rough road and it was just chaos. And Alex and I were way too far back and we're just like coming through all these people. It was just like, it was chaos. A lot of the spots there's only one line, you know? So we came out of that section with a group of probably over 500 and the other end was probably 40. And we lost Taylor there, he flattered. So then I was like, okay, I guess this is how it's gonna be. So I went from being like, oh yeah, like you know, nice speed, a bit of flow, and then it was just like a bomb went off. There was tire sealant like spraying in the air, people crashing, like huge ruts. This. I'm just getting sprayed with sealant from my front tire because I just hit a rock and I have a hole in there. I'm like, all right, here we go. Got passed by like a couple of people on tandems. It was probably only 20 of us left.